We can dive right in. Great
Okay.
to meet you. Where are you coming out of?
Washington State.
Okay, I'm in Kansas City, Missouri.
All right. Yeah, I
Okay.
noticed our time was a little bit different.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, for sure. So it's great to meet you. And before we get into our conversation about the gear that you make and who you are and what's kind of drives you, I want to know how you survived the last 3.5 years. How did you get through the pandemic and how did it change you?
The pandemic was actually really good for us as a business because a lot of people wanted to get outdoors. So our business boomed, and we were already an online company. So we were really set up to excel. We live in the middle of nowhere. So the pandemic didn't really affect our day-to-day lives very much. The only problem we had was supply. We had to add a couple weeks on to stuff that we were ordering to make our gear. Yeah, but overall, we did surprisingly well. We were very, very fortunate that way.
So if I put you in front of a bunch of third graders at a career day and one of them asks you, what do you do for a living? How do you answer them?
I would say I handcraft amazing wax canvas gear for you to take camping, hiking, or your next adventure.
So what did you want to be in the third grade? What was your dream?
Oh my goodness. I never had anything specific I wanted to be in the third grade. I always just wanted to do something creative, and I still haven't quite landed on what that's going to be. So
So take me back to where you were born and raised and how this became you, the seeds that made you make the gear and to be who you are today.
well, the gear came much later in life, but I was originally born in New York City. I have an older brother and a younger brother. My dad was from New York and my mom was from Seattle. So as we grew older, we moved from New York to Washington to California and back to Washington. And I've been here a really long time.
Wow.
My parents always took us outdoors. Like the love of the outdoors has been as far back as I can remember. My parents used to just load us up in the car, drive somewhere, pick a cool spot next to the road, and we'd pop up the old army tent and start a fire and start exploring. So the outdoors has continuously been a part of my life. And then when I met my husband, he's a huge outdoor junkie. So we clicked really well. That was, I met my husband in 91 and we started our business in 2014. So there was raise a family, have a great
Wow.
life, do lots of other jobs. But yeah, and then this business came about because my husband was looking for gear that he could depend on that would hold up to the really damp, cold Pacific Northwest weather. And he's very creative. So he just started making things for himself. And I was selling art on Etsy. And I said, honey, can I put a few things for sale on Etsy? And he was like, sure. So he'd make a few things would sell. I'd like, could I have a few more? And we got busy enough that he needed help creating stuff. So I learned how to sew and I learned how to design. And yeah, it's really excelled since there. I lost my full-time job, so I decided to jump into doing this and spent almost 10 years of creating and making gear. So we're having a blast.
Wow, that's great. So who's been a hero for you in your life?
My mom. My
Yeah.
mom is super amazing. Yeah, she's just one of those people that wakes up ready to go every day. And she's always up for the next adventure. And she's always learning and she's always, she's just a fun person to be around. And I just always wanted to be just like her. So yeah, I really look up to my mom. And she works with me every day. She's my best friend. So
Oh,
we have
cool.
a lot of fun together. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really a family business.
absolutely. So as an outdoors person, where's the one place on the planet you want to go that you haven't been to yet?
Hmm. I don't know. I really don't think of things I haven't done. I think I would like to go explore the Grand Canyon. I think that would be pretty awesome. I've just seen it, so I would really love to go do that. That would be really cool.
Yeah. So if you can meet anybody alive on the planet right now, somebody that you admire, who would it be? Who would you love to meet and talk to?
Wow, that's a really hard question. I don't know. Honestly, I can't think of
Okay.
anybody that I look up to that I would like to meet in person. I mean, I really enjoy motivational people. So maybe is it Brene Brown? She
Yeah.
does a lot of Brene Brown. She is
Brene
very
Brown.
motivational.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would
Yeah.
be really cool to talk to. I love listening to her. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
it'd be a lot of fun.
So what is your motivation every day? What gets you up? What gets you moving? What gets you wanting to make the gear and to accomplish what you want to get done every day?
I like spreading joy. I like bringing things to the world that make people happy. I like getting people outside. I like expanding my circle of friends. I just think that you can choose what you put out into the world. And I think if you choose joy and kindness, that's what you get back. So, really, that's what motivates me every day to get up and spread joy and kindness and to be with my family.
What's
So,
been one of the best letters you've gotten back from a consumer?
Um, the consumers who write us always tell us how they feel special when I've made them something custom. So I get a lot of really cool emails how people enjoyed the experience of working with me and using our gear out camping. So I probably once or twice a week, I get a really cool email from people telling me how much fun they're having with our gear.
So you've been around, you've seen a lot of things. What's one of the most surprising, beautiful places that you've seen on this planet?
Recently we've been traveling to Georgia, and I hadn't ever realized how beautiful a different rolling landscape is. And we've been to Georgia in the fall, and the old homes and the landscape and the colors. It's just a really beautiful place to go visit. The extreme weather I wasn't fond of, but it's a beautiful place to visit.
What's the best advice you've ever gotten?
Don't take things too seriously.
Very nice. Very nice. So, of all of the things that you've done and accomplished, what are you the proudest of?
My family. I have
Yeah.
amazing kids. I have amazing life. Yeah. I'm very proud of who they are as people, and I think they're going to have a lot to give to the world. So I'm really proud of being a parent.
So, if you have a dream tonight, you run into a 20-year-old version of yourself and you could dispense advice on that young version of you, what advice would you give?
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep having that sunny attitude, and know you're eventually going to get to where you need to be. And every experience is there for a reason.
So, everyone has a perception of you, family, friends, clients, consumers, but you ultimately run the show. What's your perception of you? Who do you think you are?
I think I'm a really nice person who enjoys everything that comes my way, who works hard to get what she wants, and is always learning.
So, Heather, if anyone wants to get the gear, learn more about you and your company, where do they go? What do they do?
Our website is PNWBUSHCRAFT.com, and you can find all our gear there. And we have a lot of fun on social media. And my handle is PNW Bushcraft Shop on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Excellent. Heather, this has been great. Thank you for opening up. Thanks for giving us a portal into your world and your company, and best of luck with everything.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you. Take care.